The Great Wall of China, more than bricks and legends. Stretching over hills, deserts, and plateaus, twisting like a dragon across thousands of miles, the Great Wall of China has fascinated the world for centuries. But how much do we really know about it? Was it truly visible from space? Why was it built in the first place? And how did ancient engineers manage such an enormous feat without modern machinery? Today, we're diving deep into the mystery, the myth, and the marvel of the Great Wall of China. This isn't just a story about old stones piled high, it's a tale of ambition, innovation, struggle, and identity. From ancient dynasties to modern myths, let's uncover the secrets behind one of the most iconic structures on Earth. The origins of an empire-sized idea. The story of the Great Wall begins over 2,000 years ago, during a time when China wasn't a single unified country but a patchwork of rival kingdoms. Around the 7th century BCE, various states began building walls to protect their territories from invading nomadic tribes. But the real turning point came in 221 BCE, when Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of a unified China, decided to connect these scattered walls. His goal? To defend his newly formed empire from the northern Xiongnu tribes. This early version of the wall wasn't the brick giant we see today. It was mainly tamped earth, stone, and wood, constructed by soldiers, peasants, and prisoners under grueling conditions. Over the next millennium, different dynasties, especially the Han, Sui, and Ming, expanded, repaired, and rebuilt sections of the wall. The most recognizable parts we see today were largely constructed during the Ming dynasty, between the 14th and 17th centuries, using bricks, stone blocks, and tiles for better durability. How ancient science built a legend. Constructing a massive wall across rugged terrain without cranes or concrete trucks sounds impossible. But ancient Chinese engineers were problem solvers of the highest order. They used locally available materials, adapting techniques based on the environment. In the Gobi Desert, the wall was built using layers of sand and reeds. In the mountains, stone was the main component. In flatter regions, compacted earth did the job. One method they used is called rammed earth, compacting layers of soil inside wooden molds, then pounding it until it hardened like concrete. Over time, these walls became incredibly durable, especially in dry regions. The engineering behind the wall also included watchtowers, garrisons, signal systems using smoke and fire, and even trenches. It wasn't just a wall, it was a military defense network. Not just a wall, a mirror of civilization. While the Great Wall was built as a military defense, its significance goes far beyond warfare. It was a powerful symbol of unity, order, and the strength of the empire. It helped control immigration and trade, marked territorial boundaries, and played a role in the Silk Road's development by securing caravan routes. Some historians also argue it was a psychological barrier, a way to clearly separate the civilized Chinese states from what they saw as the barbarian nomads of the north. That makes it not only a physical but also a cultural boundary. The myth of the space wall. Let's talk about one of the most popular misconceptions out there. Can you really see the Great Wall of China from space? The short answer, no, not with the naked eye. This myth likely began in the early 20th century, long before space travel. It sounded impressive enough to stick. But when astronauts actually went to space, they quickly debunked it. The wall is narrow and built with materials that blend into the natural landscape. Under ideal lighting and weather conditions, it might be visible with zoom lenses or certain angles, but not by eye alone. Ironically, city highways and airports, which reflect more light and contrast with their surroundings, are far easier to spot from orbit. Risks, challenges, and the race to preserve. The Great Wall is massive, but it's not invincible. Over time, natural erosion, vegetation, earthquakes, and human activity have taken a toll. In fact, nearly 1/3 of the wall has already disappeared due to neglect, farming, and looting of bricks for construction. Conservation efforts are ongoing, but with a structure this large, the task is monumental. Balancing tourism with preservation is a tricky challenge. While millions of people want to walk the wall, every footstep can wear it down further. Some sections have been beautifully restored, like those near Beijing, but others have been left crumbling in silence. There's a growing debate about whether to rebuild, restore, or let nature reclaim it. A lasting legacy across time and space. The Great Wall of China is one of humanity's greatest architectural achievements, not because it's the longest or tallest, but because of what it represents. It reflects the human desire to protect, to define, and to endure. It's not just about keeping enemies out, it's about the ambition to shape the world, to impose order on chaos, and to leave something behind that lasts. For modern engineers and historians, it offers invaluable insights into ancient building techniques, logistics, and societal organization. For travelers and learners, it's a reminder that behind every brick, there's a story of a person who toiled, a dynasty that dreamed, and a people who believed in something greater. Fun facts you might not know. The total length of all sections of the wall built by different dynasties, if measured end to end, is over 21,000 kilometers. That's more than half the Earth's circumference. Some parts of the wall were once plastered with sticky rice mortar. Yes, rice. It turns out the mixture of rice and lime made for an incredibly strong and flexible binder. Conclusion. So the next time someone mentions the Great Wall of China, remember, it's not just a relic of the past, but a symbol of what humans can achieve with vision, determination, and a lot of elbow grease. If you enjoyed this journey through history and science, help us build a wall of curiosity by liking this video, subscribing to NeuralNet Academy, and dropping a comment below. Which of the new 7 wonders should we explore next? Until then, keep questioning, keep learning, and remember, the walls we build today might just become the wonders of tomorrow.